A Chapter 13 bankruptcy is a bankruptcy where people who may be behind on their house payment or their car payment uh, want to keep the house and the cars, but they can't afford to catch up the house and the car instantaneously. So say you're behind on your house by about $10,000. You lost your job and you are unable to pay a $10,000 check to the mortgage company to catch up your house. Well, the mortgage company typically starts foreclosure proceedings against you, and the same with the car. The car creditor will say, hey, you're behind 3 months on your car. You need to pay us all at once or we're going to repossess the car. So you'll come into my office and you'll tell me that this problem is going on, and we'll talk about a Chapter 13. A Chapter 13 would allow you, if you're behind on your house, say $10,000, to spread that $10,000 payment over a 5-year payment plan. It would also allow you, if you're behind on your car payments, to spread those car payments over a 5-year payment plan, and you would be able to afford those payments much easier than having to lump sum pay the back payments to your mortgage company or your lien holder on the car. So Chapter 13 allows you to spread the payments you're behind on the house and the cars over a 5-year period instead of having to write big, gigantic checks to the mortgage company or the car creditor to instantaneously catch up those items. And a lot of people can't afford to do that, especially if they've been out of work and they just started picking back up on work again, and they are able to pay their regular monthly mortgage payments but can't pay that large amount to catch up the house. So Chapter 13 is basically a bankruptcy where you take your debts and you put them into a 5-year consolidation plan that spreads them over that 60-month period of time, where you send a check to the Chapter 13 bankruptcy trustee, and he's going to take that check and split it up and send it out to your house and to your car and to any credit cards or medical bills that you may owe, in addition to being behind on your house and your car. So the majority of the people who file bankruptcy with us here at my office file Chapter 13 to save their house, to stop it from foreclosing, and also to keep their cars from being repossessed. Chapter 13 also requires you to have income when you file. So if you have lost your job and are behind on your house payments because you lost your job, but you get a job a few months later and the house went into foreclosure, and you come to me and say, hey, we want to keep this house out of foreclosure and we have enough money coming in now to pay the mortgage payments, but we can't pay what we are behind on the house that the mortgage company is asking for, that's where you want to do a Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You do have to have income to do a Chapter 13 bankruptcy, so you have to be employed, or you must be getting unemployment from the Employment Security Commission. Unemployment is fine. Obviously, income from a job you're working at is fine. We oftentimes have people who file Chapter 13 who are getting help from their family, friends, or relatives to help them make payments to the Chapter 13 court. So you have to have a source of income to do a Chapter 13.